What does salty mean?
There was a time, right, where mattresses and beds were not a thing.
Yeah.
So, is it true that when you have like a sore back? Oh, see, here's a shadow, like that thing. Kind of looks like it doesn't belong here. Oh, Ryan Berry, is it true that? And I'm not a doctor or chiropractor or whatever. I don't know that when you wake up with like a sore back or sore neck, has anything to do with your mattress or pillow?
Absolutely can, yeah. Absolutely.
It can. Okay.
Oh, for sure. Like too soft of a mattress, like say it depends on what, like, you know, how you sleep and whatnot, but too soft of a mattress when you're lying on your back, you know, you kind of like sink into it.
Like
your
bend
legs
a
are
little bit.
higher and your head's higher than they really should be.
So, oh shit. So were like people before mattresses just like always generally probably super sore?
No, I'd sleep on the floor. I've slept on the floor a
Me
lot.
too. Like I'd prefer a more firm mattress because I don't like moving. Like I don't like being bendy when I sleep. I like want to fucking just be fucking stiff. So like if I've slept on like wooden floors and I sleep perfectly fine. And I don't know, but like what's with the commercials being like you need better sleep, get this mattress. Will that mattress really give me better sleep, or does that depend on the person?
Definitely depends on the person for sure, yeah.
Because
I mean, most of it's a gimmick, you know. It's like commercialism is.
Yeah.
They say things that are like not really true. Like,
well, that's spiritual.
this is gonna solve all your problems.
Yeah, and I think it was from like a Bruins game maybe, because it's the only time I would ever really see a commercial. But I've slept on the same pillow for so long, and this like I just think I slept like weird one night, and it fucked me up a little bit. And if I slept like I normally do, I'd probably be okay.
Yep.
But that's just.
I mean, the human body is incredibly versatile. Like, you can be in crazy uncomfortable situations or take like serious injuries, and your body's fine. Your body's gonna sort it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been times in my life where I'm very unhealthy.
Yep.
And, you know, here I am. I wouldn't say I'm healthy now, but, like, I'm doing okay. Speaking of being grossed out and thinking about it, we just talked about this the other night. Oh, fuck. I didn't think you would get hurt by the... God damn it.
Out of poison.
Sorry, anything. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible Pokemon owner. We were just talking about, like, how... The other day about how, like, sports videos of, like, an athlete, like, breaking their leg or whatever is, like, super gross. I was, very, very... What's the word? Passionate, I get... Passionate Bruins fan, but, like, I'm a fan of hockey. I watch a lot of hockey. And really no sports other than that, but... So, when I'm bored at work, I'll, like, look up hockey news or, like, what's going on in the hockey world and just read up about it. Like, how are the other teams doing? What's the big news? This player did something crazy. This player had this crazy injury. Hockey injuries are fucking scary. Because the ice is hard as fuck, and there's so many concussions from them, like hitting their head on the ice. And then they're basically walking around on razor blades.
Yep.
So there's a lot of cuts from skates. And this one actually hasn't, not that I know of, at least happened. So,
oh!
what's going on, Squirts? Yo! Should I press B and cancel it? Just keep him Squirtle the whole time? No.
Can we get Blastoise?
Yeah, we can. He's like he's got like anti-tank missiles on his back.
Yeah, we gotta get a Blastoise.
Blastoise. Yo, Squirts! I actually love Wartortle. He looks awesome.
Yeah.
Wartortle! But turtles and tortoises are different. So why is Blastoise like kind of more like tortoise? As far as the name goes.
I don't know, sounds cool. Like,
Are
that's
they
probably...
just confused?
They're just kind of going for it, you know.
There's in the 3rd gen there's a tortoise one. He's a fire type. Fuck, what is it? Torkoal. And he's just a big turtle with like smoke coming out of his shell. So they use the old tortoise one twice. And it looks cool. It's fucking awesome both ways. So why can't they not make ice cream cones and instead do something that they've already done but change it a little bit? But no, we gotta make a set of car keys with a carabiner and the key ring and everything on it.
Yep.
Keychains and shit.
You gotta.
So recently, yeah, right back to this story. Recently, this has not happened, but there are incidents, very few, in hockey where someone will catch a skate blade on a major artery, and of course that's a very, very serious injury.
Oh yeah.
Like, that needs to get treated now. This happened, and I saw it on the news today.
Really?
I don't know if it was something that happened like last night, or it was definitely within this season, so the last like month or two. But there was a guy who just like fell on the ice, and he was fine at that point. He just fell on the ice with his arm out like that, and someone skated right over his wrist.
Oh no.
And not only was the person, not only did they skate, it was a very large person.
Oh yeah.
He was a very, like, hockey players are big, usually pretty tall, muscular, dense athletes anyway, but he was like known for being like 6'7", like 300 pounds of muscle, and he just steps on this guy's wrist, and oh god. And that was one of those ones that I watched and was like, fuck, I can't watch this video. It's just,
That's so good. That's
the first take, it's so zoomed out that it's like still like, ugh, but then they zoom in and show it on national TV. And even the commentators like, if you're really squeamish, look away right now. And they like zoom in on the skate. It's
Oh,
so bad, dude.
they didn't do a slow motion replay.
No.
or something.
Well, it was slow mo, but you
Oh.
not like horror movie, like you can see the thing cutting his like you just see his hand like, and it's, oh god. But oh Jesus, it's so bad.
Yeah.
And like injuries like that, it's like the second it happens, there's blood just like all over the ice,
Right.
and it's so visible on the ice. And oh Jesus, and like the panic in the dude's face, like just like he immediately knows it happened to him, gets up, holds his wrist, and just runs, like runs to the bench and is like, "Let's go, fucking, I don't want to die."
Right.
That shit is fucking scary. Holy cow!
Yeah, I'm lucky. I've never had a serious injury.
I've broken a bone, but I don't
Ah.
think I've nothing life-threatening, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess nothing like you need to be rushed emergency to the hospital or you might die within a half hour kind of thing.
Right.
Nothing like that. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
I was pretty reckless too as a child.
Same. Yeah.
Just kind of
A lot of really
stupid.
dumb stuff. Definitely just lucky. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Especially sledding. Me and my brothers used to do some crazy, like, just massive hills, like through the woods, even like go to the top of a
Like,
of a
dodge
hill.
the trees.
Yeah, literally. Well, we'd all go down at the same time and try to flip each other off
Oh
of
my
our
God.
sleds, or like run into
It's
each
like
other.
Mario Kart but on sleds.
Yeah, it was like demolition derby, but on sleds. Jump on the back of someone else's sled and try to throw them off.
That actually sounds incredibly fun,
It was a good time.
and I would love to do that.
Yeah.
But now, even though I'm not old,
I think I'm too old.
I think I'm too
Yeah, that's
old. Like,
probably
I would
about it.
actually probably get pretty injured. I think at the age I am now and the shape I'm in, it would probably take a little longer to recuperate from a serious injury
Right.
than when I was like 13. But, you know, I still like those things. It's fun. I might try it. I might do a front flip like old Frankie Front Flips over here. He's known for just doing front flips.
Frankie's out of control.
I can't
Oh,
watch it.
one of the worst ones is the MMA fighter who like kicked someone's leg with
That
their
was
leg.
Conor McGregor, wasn't it? One of his most recent
Maybe.
fight, not most recent.
There's a couple of them where someone's shin broke in half, kicking someone
Oh,
else's
fuck,
shin.
that happened to Conor McGregor. Well,
Conor McGregor broke his leg.
he broke his shin.
Oh,
I don't know if he was kicking someone or they kicked him. And it
Recently?
was
Is this recent?
Within the last 3-4 years.
Ah.
So like the tail end, I guess, of his career. Is he's still going, isn't he? Yeah, it was a nasty thing, and I remember it happened, and they showed him like after and how like bent up his leg was, but
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing the video of it actually happening. But I know that it definitely happened to him. Like totally snapped his shin. It was not a good scene. But I mean, stuff like that, you don't see that too often in hockey. The really gross ones are like, the scariest ones for sure are like when sometimes they'll fall and hit their head on the ice. That is very scary because that's a fucking hard ass surface.
Right.
And then like the skate blade ones are always really bad. But in that same article thing, there was this thing and I was stupid to click it.
Curiosity.
Yeah, so basically that article was like, oh, here's a video on YouTube of like some of the worst injuries in hockey in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And anything's evolving, yo! Oh my
Damn.
God. Ah! People evolving always cutting off my sentences. I got beer. You need beer?
I do. To anything, the Butterfree.
Butter thing. So I clicked on that video out of curiosity, and I was like, well, what I just saw was a pretty fucked up injury, so I can't imagine what has happened in the last 10 years if that was like within the last 2 months. And I literally saw the very first one they showed and then just like closed the video, and I was like, I'm just gonna get back to work and I don't want to watch
Yeah,
it.
no more.
It's like it's really bad. And it was this guy, these two dudes fighting, regular old hockey fight. And during the fight, one of the guys' helmets flew off, and they just continued to fight as they do normally. But I don't know what happened, if the other guy tripped him up or something, but he ended up falling and hit his bare head on the ice, like really hard. And as soon as I saw it, it was like, holy shit. Ugh. You just think of it happening to you, and you're like, fuck, that's so fucking bad. That's so bad. That could do so much goddamn damage.
Yep.
But to end that, I guess, on a bright note, all of those injuries that I've seen in hockey that are like serious and not just like, oh, I got the wind knocked out of me. Almost immediately, the people that injured them or someone from the opposing team knows, and like they have that human decency of like, we need someone now, like come on. And they're going up to the guy, like making sure they're okay, and like, so at least that part's nice. It's like, you know, we're good humans, but holy fuck, that was bad. Ugh.
Yeah, I think it's a base instinct, like, even if it's your enemy and you know, you're competing.
Yeah, that's a life, dude. And
Yeah, it crosses the line at some point to, like...
getting your wind knocked out is one thing, but like,
Yeah.
bare head slam the ice, like that, he needs help now. Or skate blade cut his artery and he's bleeding everywhere already. Like, he needs help now.
Yeah.
And they all do that, which is great, a great thing. But it's scary. Hockey injuries scare me. Something like that, I remember telling you, happened with the Bruins goalie, where it was one of those things where I just like, the replay just made me like squeamish,
Yeah.
because it looked like his knee just bent the wrong way.
Right. Yeah, it's I don't like that at all.
Ugh. They call it, what do they, the hyperextension is what they call it, but thankfully it wasn't, I guess, as bad as it looked, because he's already back. He played last night and won, did real well, and that happened like 2-ish weeks ago, 2-3 weeks. So clearly something happened, but what I saw just looked like it was like, fuck, he's out for like the rest of the year. Like, that was bad. But nope, he's in it.
I have seen some horrible things. There's a video of a marathon runner who's just running and running and running, and it seems like for no reason. Like, nothing really weird happens in the way he's running, but his knee just goes the wrong direction completely.
Dude. I hate
Yeah,
that. I hate that. I hate it.
He just like falls forwards.
I
It's
told you
just-
about that show I watched, right, with the bike, the guy riding the bike, and it like looked like he just fell off his bike, but it turns out he was like seconds from dying or minutes from dying because his handlebar snapped and it stabbed him in the artery. Oh fuck! You just never know. Oh god, it's so scary.
Yeah.
Very scary.
We're so fragile. We're just little meat bags. Mostly
little
water,
meat
just
bags.
like balloons of water that you poke a little hole in us and just all squirts out.
I'm just a water balloon.
We're just little water balloons.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna go up here and heal. And that's probably a good note to end it on. We're fragile meat bags. So you know what? Anybody listening to this, take care of yourself. And take care of those around you. And those you love. Make sure people are okay. Be a good person. Take care of people. And, you know, be a good person. Don't be an asshole. Injuring people is bad. Bullying people is bad.
Yep.
Murder, not so good. Robbery, even.
That, don't
not
steal
good.
stuff. That's not cool.
But, you know, like going into someone's private home and like stealing
That's
their
so
shit.
good.
Yeah, that's not
Also a good way to get yourself killed.
Yeah, that too. You never know if someone has a gun. So hey,
Yep.
if you're gonna rob a house, make sure you scope it out and make sure they don't have guns first. And then also don't rob it, because that's a shitty thing to do.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't be giving criminal advice.
I would be the worst criminal, so I'm not gonna give criminal advice.
Yeah.
Because I'm really bad at lying. I'd probably just be like,
Oh, me too, man.
I'm
Like,
sorry. I took this.
Salty by design. Salty by design is bound to stir up a storm and drop thunder